24 people in Dane County are hospitalized with the flu. That's according to Public Health Madison in Dane County.
Yeah, and experts say that the peak in respiratory illnesses comes late this year, leaving hospitals and urgent care facilities packed.
WMTV's Tabitha Bland spoke with doctors and public health officials to find out how this year's flu diagnosis is setting records in our community, Tabitha.
Yeah, Mark McKenzie, if you haven't had the flu yet this year, you probably know someone who has. UW Health reports that this year's flu is hitting the community hard, and this year they're seeing more hospitalizations for the flu than they have in the past 3 years.
It did start late, and then it really, came on like wildfire.
Dr. Jim Conway studies pediatric infectious disease, and this year, one in particular has been keeping him busy.
We're seeing a lot of Influenza-A, including more and more children being admitted to the hospital.
The rise in the flu comes during a time Conway says less people are being vaccinated for it.
Obviously very concerning that we've seen this sort of broad decrease in immunization rates overall, in particular here in the upper Midwest.
Based on the data that we track, emergency room data, we're seeing the peak from the last 2 years being surpassed for emergency room visits due to the flu.
Morgan Finke with Public Health Madison in Dane County points out more record numbers they are tracking.
We're definitely seeing more flu than we have in the last several years.
Take a look at this graph. In Dane County, the 2023-2024 flu season never exceeds 20% of flu tests coming back positive. But this year, the February spike surpasses last year by double.
We are definitely seeing more flu, in the community right now than we were at this time last year.
I think that we've seen a gradual creeping of increasing respiratory illnesses over the last couple of winters, but it's really hit with a vengeance this particular winter.
Conway highly recommends being vaccinated for the flu based on what he's seen in this year's patients.
What we've unfortunately seen is those that are unvaccinated are really bearing the brunt of this. So almost all the kids we've got admitted to the hospital didn't get a flu vaccine this year.
And he says it's not too late to roll up your sleeve.
I think it's pretty clear this year we'll keep offering vaccine at least till May 1st. And depending on how this most recent surge looks, we may even go later than that.
Finke says that if you are interested in getting your flu shot, you can go ahead and reach out to your medical provider if you have insurance. But if you are over 19 and you do not have that insurance, you can visit Public Health Madison and Dane County website to find out where those free vaccinations are available for you. Live in the studio, Tabitha Bland, WMTV 15 News.
Thanks, Tabitha. And Dr. Conway also told us that this time of year they start studying how influenza has affected other countries during the winter to better understand trends for next winter here. That way they can get a head start on creating vaccines for next year.